Welcome to page 6 of your Accel packet. Today, we're going to be reviewing for a quiz. Let's review our I can statements. I can name the parts of a coordinate plane. I can plot points on the coordinate plane. And lastly, when I plot a quadrilateral on the coordinate plane, I can find the perimeter and the area. Let's start with our first I can statement, and let's talk about the parts. We know that running horizontally across the coordinate plane is our x-axis. It is a horizontal line. And running vertically, controlling the movement up and down the page, is our y-axis, and that is a vertical line. Where the two intersect, that is called the origin. The ordered pair that represents the origin is 0, 0. Let's name our quadrants. Using a Roman numeral, this is quadrant 1, quadrant 2, moving counterclockwise, quadrant 3, and finally quadrant 4. In quadrant 1, all the x's are positive and all the y's are positive. In quadrant 2, please take these notes down. Your x's are negative, but because you're above the x-axis, all of your y coordinates are positive. When you're in the third quadrant, your x's are negative in value and your y coordinates will also be negative. And lastly, when you're in the fourth quadrant, all your x's will be positive and all your y's, because you're below the x-axis, will be negative. Please take a moment and write down these notes. Pause your video if you need to. Now let's plot a polygon. Remember, our x coordinate, which always comes first in the ordered pair, controls your left and right movement on the coordinate plane. Your y coordinate, which always comes second in the ordered pair, will control whether you move up the coordinate plane or down the coordinate plane. Let's plot one of the polygons we've been given. Let's start by plotting polygon number 3. If you look at point S, basically 0 is your x coordinate, telling you don't move left, don't move right, but your y coordinate is telling you to go up 3 units. So starting at the origin, we don't go left or right because that's a 0 value, but we do go up 3 and we label that S. For point T, we go, starting at the origin, first to the right 4 and up 3, and we will label this point T. Then for point U, we will go over 4, moving sideways first, down -1, and we will call this point U. And lastly, point V. Starting at the origin, the 0, which is the x coordinate, tells us don't go left or right, but the -1 for the y coordinate tells us to go down 1. Go ahead and connect your dots, creating a quadrilateral. Now let's check the length and width and label those sides. If you look from V to U and count along the base, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. And if you go from U to T, 1, 2, 3, 4, we can see that each of those are 4 in length, 4 units. Well, if the bottom is 4, certainly the top is. And if the right side is 4, well then certainly the left side is. In order to calculate the perimeter, we're going to take the length of each side and add those sides up. Perimeter equals 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. When we take the sum of those 4 sides, we see the perimeter is 16 units. If we calculate the area of that square, we can use the formula area equals base times height. Now we're only going to take 4 times 4, which in this case is also 16. But it's a different kind of unit. It's 16 square units, which means there are 16 little squares that cover the inside region of this square. So really, 2 different measurements. Now I'd like you to plot on your own polygon number 1. Stop the video and don't turn the video back on until you've completely plotted the quadrilateral and you've connected all the dots. Pause your video, please. After plotting W, X, Y, Z and connecting the 4 points, you should have gotten a rectangle that looks like this, located in quadrant number 4. As we look at the length and the width, or the base and the height, we should get the following. Let's start with the length. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If the length is 6 on top, well, it's 6 on the bottom. And then, as we count the length of the side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If the right side is 5, so is the left. Now we're ready to calculate the perimeter around the outside and the area on the inside. Let's take a look at perimeter first. Perimeter measures the distance around the outside of the figure. We take all 4 sides and add them up. 6 units plus 5 plus 6 units plus 5. The length around the outside is found by adding all the units up. So, take a moment and add up the length of each side. You should have gotten a distance of 22 linear units. Now let's go to area. We're going to use the formula area equals base times height. Well, our base is 6 units, and we have 5 units up the side. When we multiply 6 times 5, we get an area of 30 square units. Remember, when we measure that flat surface, that area on the inside of the rectangle, we measure that in square units. And you can actually go down to the rectangle and count the number of square units in addition to using the formula. You will get 30 square units covering that flat surface inside the rectangle. Now that you have notes on the coordinate plane, you may use your notes to take the quiz. Good luck. Please begin your quiz.